1967 GT500 Shelby. An amazing car for so many different reasons. I love the look of it. I love how it drives. Probably the best thing about it for me personally is the backstory behind it. It's one of those cars that embodies American optimism. So this particular chassis is number 1969, and it left Shelby on the 5th of May in 1967, and lucky for it, and lucky for everyone else associated with it, it was delivered to Paradise Ford in Arizona. And as everyone knows around the world, if you want to get a car out of America, getting one out of Arizona that was delivered to Arizona is not a bad start anyway. Very, very dry, very, very sunny, very, very friendly to cars, much like Australia. In '81, the car was sold up to Pennsylvania as a restoration project, and she got put on the shelf for quite a while there. It wasn't used on the road. Obviously, someone was going to do this and going to do that, and they've all been there, so I won't judge them. But eventually, it ended up with a proper restoration job in Pennsylvania, and they finished the job in 2008. To an exceptional standard. They had done it to compete on the concours scene. The chaps there didn't get the opportunity though to do that because a very wealthy man in Australia had his scouts over in America looking to buy a couple of Shelbys, a 67 GT500 and a 66 GT350, and his brief to them was they had to be the best in the world, and cost was no object. She is a very impressive steed though. We do restorations, we've restored Shelbys ourselves, and I most certainly can't chip this car. It's underneath, on top, everywhere you look is absolutely immaculate. The first owner in Australia from 2008 onwards obviously didn't use the car at all, kept a reasonably low profile with it, may have done the odd show here and there. I had heard the legend of this car on the Gold Coast, so obviously some Ford guys had seen it here and there. But she certainly wasn't racking up the Ks. She is a real stunning example of the GT500. Someone could quite easily go and replace a few belts and a few hoses and batteries and this and that and turn it back to a concours correct car. Or you can do what Peter did with it and just get in it and drive it and love it and enjoy it. I've driven it a little bit, and yeah, she handles really nice considering it's got that massive lunk up the front and these tyres which are a little bit laughable, but they do the job and they certainly look fantastic. It's right on that cusp where it can quite easily be taken back to the show car, or if you just want the best driving, looking, condition Shelby in Australia, well, here she is, duties paid in the country and looking for a new home.